Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to continue our topic, which is absorption costing. In my last lecture, I discussed about the basis of distribution of overheads. Uh, for example, we get some kind of rent rates, depreciation, personnel expenses, heating, lighting, and so on. So, what could be the basis for distribution of these overheads? And we have seen that floor area could be the basis for distribution of overheads, book value or uh, cost of equipment, number of employees, and volume of space, and etc. etc. And we have seen some of the examples about it, how we distribute it. Today, I am talking about uh, some practical examples. We have some accounting numbers, and we have different uh, cost centers on which we have to distribute our overheads. For example, in this question, if you look at the slide, you will see depreciation of factory repairs and maintenance, factory office. Then we have uh, depreciation of equipment, insurance of equipment, heating, lighting, and canteen. They have given us the total amount for each kind of overheads. They did not provide any distributed values. So we have seen in my uh, previous lecture that few overheads could be distributed accordingly in their cost centers. However, some are combined FH. These combined FH are distributed according to the uh, basis we have seen it. So in total, if you see that 549,000 FH are incurred for production of products, and we have uh, four departments: production department 1, production department 2, then we have service department, their code is 100, service department, then their code is 101. uh, this is an additional information. For example, this in this factory, department 1 occupies a floor area of 1200, production department 1600, service department 100 square meters, service department 400, and in total it had a 4000 square meters for a whole factory. Then the volume of this factory is, for the production department 1 occupies 3000 cubic meters, production department occupies 6000 cubic meters, service department 2400 cubic meters, and service department 2, which is 101, 60, 100 cubic meters, and total volume of the whole factory is 13,000 cubic meters. They have also provided the number of employees in each department: 30 for department 1, 30 for department 2, service department 15, and second service department 1500, and total employees that work in that factory is 90. Then we have a book value of equipment: $30,000 for production department 1, a machine which works in department 1 that has a total value of 30,000. The production department, they have a machinery working in department 2 and their value is 20,000. In service department 10,000, and service department 2 that have a 20,000, and total book value of equipment is 80,000 in the whole factory. So we have to distribute these numbers, these accounting numbers. If you look at here, it starts from 100 up to 90. So these overheads should be distributed according to these bases. In your book, if you look at page number 52, you will see that uh, it would be better for you, first you should open your book and see the page 52. You will see that they have provided all this complete information. Now the required thing is for this question is determine how the overhead cost should be apportioned between these these four departments. Now they have just given you only a one example how you will distribute these amounts. So I'm just explaining it here, then in the next slide I will explain it. Distribution in one department, rest you will have to distribute by your own self, because it will help you to exercise it how they are being distributed. So for example, costs are apportioned using the following general formula. So total overhead for a specific overhead, for example, you have a depreciation of factory 100. So you will have to distribute based upon these criterias which they have mentioned here. These are the bases. So for example, total overhead cost divided by total value of apportionment basis multiplied by value of apportionment base of cost centers. For example, you have to distribute heating for department 1, and if you look at uh, this amount which the book have given you the example, they have a $39,000. So $39,000 divided by the basis. The basis is here volume. So your heating is distributed according to the volume. So 39,000 divided by 13,000. This will give you the rate. So if you get a rate, then you can multiply the occupancy of volume in each department. So for example, if you look at here in department 1, here you have a 3,000. So 39,000 divided by 13,000, it will give you the rate, and you multiply it the occupancy in each department. So it occupies 3,000. So you will multiply it 3,000, you will get a $9,000 that would be distributed in department A. So I, for your convenience, try to explain it for department 1. Rest you will have to solve it by your own self. For example, you will have to make this table. Here is a factory overhead, depreciation of factory, factory repairs and maintenance, factory office cost, factory office equipment, insurance equipment, heating, lighting and canteen. These are the total FOH which were incurred in whole factory. So I also mentioned here the basis of distribution of FOH. So depreciation of factory would be distributed according to the floor area. Then factory repairs and maintenance, they are also related with the floor area, so basis would also be your floor area. Then again, factory office cost treat as production cost, so they would be distributed according to the number of employees. Then office factory equipment, I am focusing here equipment, so the basis would also be your book value. Again, insurance of equipment, this is also related with the equipment, and insurance is based on the value of equipment, so this will also be the book value of that equipment. Then heating is a volume, and then lighting is a floor area. थोड़ा सा मैं आपको इसके बारे में बता दूं कि why they have taken it heating as a volume and lighting as a floor area. In heating, अगर आप इसको देखें ना heating को, तो if you want to heat a complete room, it will take a lot of time to heat up all the corners of the building or corner of a department. तो वहाँ पे continuously जो है वो आपको heat required होगी, continuously उसको आपको heat up करना पड़ेगा. It takes time, ज़्यादा energy आपको required होती है. However, in lighting, you just click, you just switch, press a switch button, it will light all the department. So इसलिए आपको यहाँ पे फ्लोर एरिया करना पड़ता है, क्योंकि एक बटन से ही आप पूरी जो है वो उसको लाइट अप कर सकते हैं. इसलिए यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस आपको करना पड़ेगा. यहाँ पे हो सकता है आपको कहीं पे कंफ्यूजन हो, बट I already mentioned many times in the class that if heating comes first, then you should take it volume, and if lighting and heating comes then you should take floor area as a basis for distribution. But you need to justify it. Why did you do it? इसको justify कर देंगे एक footnote के अंदर कि आपने इसको किस वजह से लिया है, then it would be very easy for you. Then you will take canteen. Canteen is for the employees, so number of employees would be the basis for distribution. So here are quantities. If you look at here, uh, you have a so uh, uh, 4000 is a square meter for floor area. Then again here floor area 4000 square meters. Then number of employees, total number of employees, they have a 90. Then book value of your equipment is 80,000. So I think it would be good to mention here it is a uh, square meters. Here is also a square meters. Here is a number of employees. Number of employees. Here is a book value. It would be mentioned here in RS rupees. Book value again RS. Then volume. Volume is basically in cubic meters. Then floor area again square meters. And then finally again it has a number of employees. Now you need to calculate the rate. Here we have given how here I have calculated the rates. These are the total FH and they are all in thousand. So I'm following the book. They have mentioned 100,000, 60,000, 150, 80, 20, $39, $10 and $90. So these would be distributed in all these four departments. If you divide $100 divided by the basis which is a floor area 4000 square meters, you will get a rate which is 0.025. This is the rate. And if you multiply the total floor area occupied in department 1, you will get a $30. So here is a dollars, not rupees. So I should mention here it's a dollar. Uh, here are dollars. Here are dollars. So you will get a $30. How did you get it? Total FH related to depreciation of factory divided by floor area occupied in whole factory. You will get $0.025 per square meters. And department 1 occupies total 1200 square meters. So if you multiply 0.025 multiplied by 1200, so you will get $30. Similarly, factory repairs and maintenance had a $60 your FH. You will divide again total floor area of the factory which is 4000. You will get 0.015 rate per square meter. And if you multiply 0.015 multiplied by 1200, because 1200 is department 1 floor area, so you will get $18. Then we have total FH related to the factory office cost 150, and you divide with the 90, you will get 1.667 per employee. And in first department we have a 30 employee, So 1.667 multiplied by 30 employees in department 1, you will get $50 in department 1. Again, this $80 would be distributed according to the book value of equipment. So $80 divided by 8,000 book value, you will get 0.001 rupees or dollars. So you will get a rate here 0.01 uh, per rupee or per dollar. And uh, in factory office in department 1 is used, which is 30,000. So 0.001 multiplied by 30,000 book value of office equipment in department 1, which is 30,000. So 30,000 multiplied by 0.001, you will get a $30 of FH in department 1. And then you have again insurance of equipment. The total insurance cost of whole factory for all equipment is $20. So $20 divided by 80,000 book value, you will get a rate of 0.005. And if you multiply it with the 30,000 uh, office equipment which is used in department 1, you will get a 7.5. Then you have a $39 of FH heating cost, and you will divide it with the total volume. Total volume is 13,000 cubic meters. So you will get a rate of 0.003 per cubic meter, and you multiply it with the 3,000. 3,000 volume occupies in department 1. So 0.003 is the rate, and you multiply it with the 3,000, and you will get $9 that will come in production department 1. Then again you have a $10 of lighting. You divide it with the floor area, total floor area of the whole factory, you will get a rate of 0.0025 per square meter. And in department 1, it occupies 1200 square meters. So 1200 0.0025 multiplied by 1200 floor area, that is in that occupies department 1. So you will get a $3. And then finally uh, you have a $90 uh, FH of canteen, and you divide with the number of employees. $1 per employee would be the rate of FH. So 1 multiplied by, in first department you have a 30 employees, in production department 30 employees, you multiply it, you will get a $30 in uh, in department 1. So I have calculated the FH that would come in production department 1. These rates would be used to calculate the FH in production department 2, service department 1 and service department 2. Use these rates and multiply how much area, floor area, cubic meters, number of employees, book value of equipment used in different departments. You will get a total FH here for each department. So for example, for if I calculate 30, 18 plus 50 plus 30, 7.5 plus 9 plus 3 plus 30, you will get $177.5 in production department 1. Now your work would be to calculate the total FH that incur in department 2, production department 2, service department 1 and service department 2. This would be now your work, because I have already calculated the rates. If rates are calculated, you can easily calculate it the FH in each department for all types of factory overheads. So I'm finishing work here. The rest you will have to calculate it, and inshallah we will talk about more in our online streaming lectures. Till that, thank you very much, and I hope that you will complete rest of the part after getting this video. Thank you very much. Take care and Allah.